Today I'm showing you the lineup that won me the 10-cent arcade showdown mode. Turns 10 cents into $10, which was really good for my bankroll. I had two lineups going in this one. I typically don't play these showdowns, but I had a ticket and I had some crowns. So I put two lineups in. Um, this lineup tells a very specific story. I had a lot of faith in Vancouver, so I overweighted the field on all the Vancouver pieces in this game. I played Demko, the goalie, in the captain spot. A lot of people in this tournament were very reluctant to play a goalie and captain, as he was only 9% owned in the captain spot. So this was a very good leverage point of like the other 90% of people in the field. Um, Having Demko as my captain. Um, the thing with goalies is if they don't get a lot of saves, they will burn you. Um, but I figured if I play the goalie in the captain spot and he gets to the win bonus, at least in that space, I don't think this lineup would be buried. But I got the win. He got 35 saves, so I got the 35 save bonus with only one goal against. So if I thought that I was going to get the win bonus with the goalie, well, then you have to figure okay, goalie in the captain spot, if he wins, who's going to be the biggest beneficiary of that? So I stacked four pieces from Vancouver's first line into this lineup, and then did a cheap one-off from Ottawa. So this lineup is correlated very well. And in a tournament that was only 1,000 entries, I didn't have to go absolutely nuts to win this lineup. Uh, the one leverage point I had in captain spot was enough, um, where I could eat 54% ownership on Horvat. I could eat the 27% ownership on Hughes. Edler was only 11%, so he was another good leverage point who did really well. Um, so all in all, my goal with this lineup was to kind of tell the story that Vancouver's going to win, and these are the pieces that are going to be the biggest factor. And all these guys, um, all these guys on Vancouver projected really well. They were all projected for like between like 9 and 12 points. So it's not like I was just jamming in poorly projected players when I made this lineup. The thing with this lineup that helped propel me to the top was just a no bias, just trusting the projection model, understanding what a projection means, and everybody on Vancouver projected well enough for me to plug them into my lineup here. So, correlating four skaters with the goalie, cheap one off, 118 points, just got me to the first place line. Um, just pure blind faith in the projection model that I use, using just a few leverage points, Not going too crazy with being contrarian in this lineup ultimately got me this win. Um, Now, if you look at my other lineup, my other lineup's way at the bottom here. Sorry, my computer's kind of slow. I also did a lineup. Man, damn it. I'm sorry, my computer's going slow. I had a lineup right here at the bottom with only 34 fantasy points. I did the opposite of what I did. So I played the Ottawa goalie with four of his best projected plays with the cheap Vancouver piece. Only put up 34 fantasy points. Um, Finished 999th out of 1,000. So this lineup told the opposite story of um, my winning lineup, and absolutely tanked. But it was still correlated well. Still had the same upside to win, but clearly Vancouver went off and didn't get you there. So that was how I did this lineup. Um, Again, just looked at the projection model for ownership, looked at the projection model for points, and didn't go completely nutso because I didn't have to go completely nutso. Once I put the goalie and the captain, then it just became a play the best play type of lineup. And yeah, this was a 20 max tournament, only had 2 entries. With my 2 entries, I played lineups that gave me the best shot to win first. And it's so nice to have a GPP win under my belt, even though it didn't amount to much per se. This is really good for my bankroll grind, and this is really good for my YouTube account, showing you guys I can finally win a damn GPP. It's been so long since I've been playing GPPs that I've taken them down. Um, but yeah, this is also a good indicator to show there's no real edge to doing MME. You could, even if you don't have the bankroll to MME to full capacity, you could still play in these types of tournaments. Um, but just make sure you're building lineups that give you a shot at first place, even if it's 1 shot, 20 shots, 150 shots. Let your lineups tell a story. Um, Correlate your lineups as much as possible. Take points of leverage to give yourself an edge against the field, and you will be fine. So, thank you all for watching. This was my tournament winning lineup, and I'll see you on the next one.